Ever wondered about the profound wisdom ingrained in the biblical Exodus chapter 23? Allow me to introduce this remarkable chapter of the Old Testament. Exodus chapter 23 is a treasure trove of laws divinely delivered to the Israelites by God through Moses. These laws are not merely regulations. They span from societal norms, rituals to festivals, establishing a comprehensive guide for life. Each verse is a world within itself, packed with profound meanings waiting to be discovered. So, shall we dive in to unravel the deep-seated meanings behind each verse? Commence this exploration with the first 9 verses of Exodus chapter 23. These verses lay down the foundation for societal justice, demanding honesty and guiding the treatment of adversaries. Verse 1 is a powerful mandate against spreading false reports or aligning with the wicked to provide a false testimony. This is a clear call for honesty and integrity, principles that are as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. The second verse warns against following the crowd in doing wrong, underscoring the importance of individual conscience and moral courage. Verse 3 admonishes against showing favoritism to a poor man in his lawsuit. This may seem harsh to our modern sensibilities, but interpreted in the context of the time, it emphasizes the principle of impartial justice. The 4th and 5th verses instruct the Israelites to help their enemy if they find their enemy's ox or donkey wandering off or under a burden. This transcends the traditional eye for an eye mentality, promoting kindness and empathy even to those who might be considered foes. Verses 6 and 7 remind us not to deny justice to the poor or to kill the innocent and righteous. It's a clear call for fairness and protection of the vulnerable, principles that echo in our societal and legal systems today. Verse 8 warns against accepting a bribe, as it can blind those who see and twist the words of the righteous. A timeless warning against corruption, it reminds us that integrity is not a commodity to be traded. Finally, verses 9 warns against oppressing a foreigner, as the Israelites themselves were foreigners in Egypt. This call for empathy and understanding towards those different from us is a sentiment that remains significant in our increasingly globalized world. The first 9 verses set the groundwork for a just society, but how about the religious laws? Embark on a journey through verses 10 to 19, uncovering the religious laws. Let's begin with verse 10, which introduces the concept of the sabbatical year. Every 7th year, the Israelites were commanded to let their land rest, allowing the poor to eat from what naturally grows and leaving what remains for the wildlife. This ordinance not only promoted sustainable farming but also instilled a sense of community and care for the environment. Moving on to verses 12 to 17, they outline the 3 major festivals: the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the Feast of Harvest, and the Feast of Ingathering. These were times of jubilant celebration, where the Israelites would gather and offer their first fruits to God, acknowledging His providence and bounty. Verse 18 prohibits the consumption of fat and blood, a law that may seem peculiar to us, but was important to the Israelites. It signified the respect for life, as blood represented life force, and fat was considered the choicest part of an animal reserved for God alone. Finally, verse 19 commands against boiling a young goat in its mother's milk. This law, while obscure, is thought to be a reaction against a pagan ritual, reinforcing the distinct identity of the Israelites and their monotheistic faith. These verses provide a foundation for the religious practices of the Israelites, but what about the laws related to God's promise and warning? Now delve into the final verses, 20 to 33, to understand God's promise and warning. Here God promises an angel to guide the Israelites on their journey, a divine messenger to lead them towards the land He has prepared. But this promise comes with a stern warning. The Israelites must not defy or rebel against this angel, for he carries God's authority and will not forgive transgressions lightly. This angelic guide embodies God's covenant with the Israelites, a pact of guidance in exchange for obedience. It is a clear demonstration of the rewards of adherence and the consequences of disobedience. These verses complete the range of laws in Exodus chapter 23, offering a comprehensive guide for societal, religious, and moral conduct. Having journeyed through Exodus chapter 23, what are the key takeaways? It emphasizes on societal justice, religious observance, and obedience to God's command, the pillars shaping Israelite life. Exodus chapter 23 thus stands as a testament to these comprehensive laws, holding relevance even today.